So if the Yeti and Sasquatch are fake, why did the Skamania County actually pass laws making it illegal to kill it? If it's fake, why did people lose their lives over the Christmas holidays looking for it? Everybody, welcome back to Starkey Farm Says. So my name is Samantha Starkey, and I'm going to walk you through what I find to be a very interesting topic. So it's the second time that I have been in the Pacific Northwest in 2 months, and both times something caught my attention, and that is how many people and how many places promote Bigfoot or Sasquatch or the Yeti, whatever you want to call it, and how many people talk about it here. So this area of the United States in the Pacific Northwest, you can see it on the map here, has over 700 confirmed sightings of the Yeti or the Sasquatch each year. So what got me into this was, as I began to travel through this upper part of the north of America, what I noticed was, of course, there's a lot of mountains, right? A lot of high peaks, a lot of deep, heavy, old growth forest. And it would be very easy to hide something in these areas that are hard to get to for people like you and I. And of course, so if you're talking about the Sasquatch, it would obviously be a mammal, right? Some form of humanoid is the best description, anywhere from 7 to 8 feet, hairy and quite large. Now, I know what you're going to say, Sam, that's just folklore, but it is folklore that has been going on since the 1600s. People have been describing this specific type of animal. Now, if you did not know, 40 to 50 new species of mammals are discovered every single year. Some years there are more than that, some years there are less, but it is an average of 40 to 50 new mammal species every single year. See, we get caught up with thinking we've discovered everything there is to discover in this world, and we leave the fact that usually when things are handed down through folklore, there is some truth to that, folks. There's a reason it's being handed down. There is a knowledge there. Whether it's exactly what people thought it was, there's something to that story as to why it's being handed down generation from generation. So it's easy to sit at home in your comfy house and think, oh, no way could a Sasquatch be here and we have not seen it. There are reported sightings of Sasquatches. Now, the most famous was a video that was made in the late 1960s, but here is the bit most people don't know. It was later proved to be a false video. Watch this.
With a 16mm camera and stumbled on Bigfoot.
When she's walking across a sandbar and spreads her arms out and looks at the camera, frame 352, that's become the Bigfoot icon for our culture.
The sighting of Patty, as she would later be known, at Bluff Creek in California is one of the most famous reels in film history. Before the Patterson-Gimlin film, named after its makers, the Sasquatch was a local Northwest legend. After, Bigfoot became an international celebrity. But look at this clip from the 2017 movie War for the Planet of the Apes. I mean, it's obvious now with the leaps in film and costume technology that this is just someone in an ape suit, right? A guy even passed a lie detector test on national TV, claiming he wore the suit.
About whether you were the Bigfoot shown in the 1967 Patterson film. Yes.
But the film continues to fascinate people. How confident are you this film's real?
At this point, I'm as confident as I can be, short of having stood on the sandbar with Roger and Bob and witnessed it myself.
That's Jeff Meldrum, a professor of anatomy and anthropology at Idaho State.
1867, Skamania County. Now that name's going to come back up, so remember it. $10,000 fine or up to 5 years in prison for killing a Sasquatch. In the 1990s, Whatcom County made itself a sanctuary for the Yeti, the Sasquatch, or Bigfoot. Now I know what you're saying. Maybe they did it to bring in more tourism. But why waste the time and energy into setting up refuge areas for an elusive 8-foot, hairy humanoid if there's a 100% chance that it isn't real. But there are plenty of people in the Pacific Northwest that will talk to you about their experiences in running into a Yeti, anywhere from police officers to rangers in the national parks to even a lady changing her tire on the side of the road late at night. But it isn't just in the Pacific Northwest, folks. There are also sightings of Yeti in upper New York State. So I think we have to maybe consider that there is a possibility that there is something out there that is humanoid in appearance, that is quite large and rather elusive and shy, that may be an omnivore, where it will eat both meat and berries and leaves, that lives high up in altitudes that you and I couldn't possibly want to stay in, and avoids us at all costs. There is that possibility. I'd like to know what you think. But I made this video because people are still searching for the Sasquatch. In fact, 2 Oregon men just lost their lives when they did not return home Christmas Eve after they went into a Washington National Park looking for the elusive Sasquatch. And this is that recording.
Developing story as we are getting information and new information coming in from the Associated Press. 2 Oregon men found dead in a Washington state forest after they failed to return from a trip to look for Sasquatch. That is according to authorities in that area. Now, the 59-year-old and 37-year-old appear to have died from exposure. That is according to the Skamania County Sheriff's Office. They posted these photos here on Facebook. The weather and the men's lack of preparedness led the office to draw that conclusion. Sasquatch is a folklore beast thought by some to roam the forest, specifically in the Pacific Northwest. That is where these folks were going. Now, the 2 men were found in a heavily wooded area of the Gifford National Forest, which is about 150 miles northeast of Portland. A family member reported them missing around 11 a.m. on Christmas Day after they failed to return from a Christmas Eve outing. 60 volunteer search and rescue personnel helped in that 3-day search, including canine, drone, and ground teams. The Coast Guard using infrared technology to search from the air. Authorities used camera recordings to locate the vehicle that was used by the pair off Oklahoma Road.
These people that believe in the Yeti have seen the Sasquatch or even think maybe Bigfoot's in your backyard. I'd love to hear about it. If you're somebody that believes this, there's absolutely no way possible that this is here and we've just never actually gotten definitive proof, I'd like to know why you feel that way. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a blessed day.